Also, I'm like, everything looks fucking weird because I can't see anything. There you
Oh,
go.
without your glasses?
Yeah. I just like was outside with my parents for like, because they're like, we don't want to come in, and I'm like, that's probably for the best.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because of see Rona, but I
Goddamn
just like
C.
stayed out.
Rona.
Literally right after you tried to call me, Maddie. Oh, sorry. Are we recording, by the way?
Yeah, we're on. Do you want me to stop?
Oh, it's fine. No,
Okay.
no, literally, you called me. I only had one eyebrow drawn on.
Yeah.
And then I hung up and I said, I'll give me 10 minutes. Then I looked out the window. My dad's looking into the office. Like, where are you? Where are you? And so I go outside. My mom called me. She's like, we're here. And so I go outside. I only had one eye of my eye makeup done. So I was just standing outside with
She
like,
looks super cool, Eric. You missed it.
yeah, it looked really cool.
It was
With one eyebrow.
it was V Punk.
Yeah. Eric, did you just change positions?
Oh, he's frozen. Are you all frozen?
Am I?
Yeah. Oh, we're back. Everybody good?
All right.
Are you guys frozen?
Are you
Talk-
frozen, Eric? A little bit? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't seem frozen. You are the ones who seem frozen to me.
Sure. Classic.
I'm laughing really hard.
Oh, wait, mine says poor internet connection. God damn it, is it me?
I'm just laughing because I'm looking at the TV. I can see my face on it, and
Yeah.
your faces as well. And I'm curious which way to look now, because
I kind of like the sideways head.
Yeah, you've got a nice
Is this
profile.
Yeah. Eric. I don't think Eric's internet connection can handle watching Twitch and doing this Skype call at the same time.
Oh, maybe. I could
Yeah.
see that. I'm just gonna put my fucking hair back up. It's like... I can't even deal with it.
Sorry, man, I get it.
I
Every day I want to cut all my hair off.
I haven't been showering.
Yeah.
I just washed my face with hand soap.
I've been there, man.
I'm running out of like all my shit that I use and
Have you guys gone to the store at all? You've been doing grocery runs?
yeah, we bought a bunch of fucking garbage. We bought like Easter candy, pizzas,
Smart.
cheese, which we haven't been eating at all. So just a house of farts now.
House of Farts.
House of farts. That's
I'm gonna remove Eric and try to add him back in.
that sounds
Hey,
good.
there's us.
Yay!
Eric, respond. Huh? Adam, add that boy.
Eric.
Eric. Ed Eric.
You heard this bird? Eric birds? Did we talk about this before? Probably.
What?
Birds that go Eric.
Oh no.
Hello.
Hi, buddy. You froze, like permanently.
Damn it!
Oh, you're frozen again. Eric, I think you aren't going to be able to do Twitch and chat with us at the same time.
Internet connections. So fragile.
Yeah. Apparently people need a lot of it right now.
Yeah, and why the fuck hasn't... Did they just not think everyone would need to use it at the same time ever?
Right? Like, there's
Like,
no
when they-
way the entire world at once will need internet.
Like, I don't understand. Is it... I thought it was, like, air. I'm sure it's not. But, like, I don't know.
There's just unlimited supply.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? Why the fuck is there, like, a limit on it, you know?
It's like one of those things you don't even think about, but there's, like, machines and stuff that make it work, so there is not an unlimited amount.
The factory that makes the Wi-Fi, that's pumping out Wi-Fi
Yeah.
constantly.
They're essential personnel right now. They're just cranking the Wi-Fi machine.
We can't make more Wi-Fi!
So I was telling Eric, for some reason when you go live on Twitch, it makes you pick a game you're playing for your thing. Or, like, at least through the program I'm using for some reason. And the only game I could find that was close was Depression Quest. So it says we're playing Depression Quest, which I'm interested in as like a game.
I am too. My personal depression quest is, well, I mean, I guess if we're talking video game wise, it's Katamari, which Abdul found for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not good at it.
It's a hard game, dude.
Yeah, it's a hard game. Hi, Eric.
Eric?
Hey, what's up?
Nothing? You
How's
look.
it?
Your video looks much better now.
All right, here's what I think I figured it out. I think I was using my downstairs neighbor's Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
Stealing it?
What? No, they let me use it. They let me use it. But I've never had that on my phone before.
Yeah.
So like I just like have always used just whatever internet. I don't know how it works, but however it comes in.
Oh, like your phone plan?
Yeah. So
Ah.
so I just switched yesterday to that, and I'm guessing that's what it was.
Yeah, your video feed is like way clearer now, and you're not
Okay.
racing, so that's definitely what it was.
I'm gonna try and turn this Twitch thing on again if that's the problem.
Yeah.
But if it
I'll
lags,
I'll let you know if you start to break up.
I'll know because you won't move.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a problem. Shit.
It was really hard for me to stop moving my tongue as I was watching the feed.
A natural need to wiggle it up and
Oh, Helen's here. Helen likes your mustache, Eric. I think she's sweet on you.
Can you
So too.
even recognize me, Jen, with my mustache?
Yeah, I didn't know it was you. I actually texted Maddie. I said, "Who the fuck is that?"
I was like,
He's like,
easy.
The fuck is on the feed?
Don't freak out. It's actually Eric. And I was like, "You're shitting me, right?"
He's claiming to be Eric. We're gonna see how it plays out.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
fine. I don't think I can see. Did Helen chat?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think I can see the chat. So basically, I'm just looking at my face.
The
Oh,
chat
I'm gonna
should
turn
come up on the
quick.
screen.
I think I have to do more logging into Twitch in order to do that. So I'll just do it for next time.
Oh wait, no, I can add it, Eric. Hold on. You guys are seeing how the hot dogs are made or whatever.
Look at those lips and assholes of the Daddy Network.
Yeah.
We've been buying a lot of hot dogs at our house.
Oh damn.
And Abdul got bologna the other day. It's caused a real rift in our relationship.
You don't like bologna?
No, I don't fucking like bologna. My brother used to bite a mask out of it and then burp through it into my face as a kid. So it grosses me out. And every time I'm like, "Hey, Abdul, you want me to make you some food?" He's like, "Put bologna on it." I'm not gonna.
Oh, so he's doing it to be a prick.
I know. And he's like, "Can you put bologna on it though?" And I'm like,
I mean,
"No."
He might be being a prick, or he just genuinely wants
He
bologna
really
on
loves
whatever.
bologna.
I love bologna.
I can knock it down with bologna. You
Yeah.
know what? I love mortadella, which is like the same thing.
That's fancy bologna.
It's fancy bologna.
That's how
Yeah.
you can tell if a pizza place takes their subs seriously. Because most pizza places you get an Italian and it's regular ham, bologna,
Yeah.
and then just provolone cheese. But like if
Yeah.
you got like capicola and mortadella, then
Well,
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
Pickled
that's
hots, capicola. I
But-
like salami. I
Oh.
like oil and vinegar, salt
Mhm.
and pepper on a crusty roll.
yeah,
Is
the
that
What was the
pepper relish.
Portobello was the first one?
Portobello's,
Was the first one?
yeah.
Portobello.
Oh, did I say portobellos?
No, I didn't.
Just a handful of portobellos.
Yeah, that's a real Italian. Handful of portobellos.
Just fistfuls.
All those cannoli eating knuckle draggers eat is portobellos.
Yeah. Some red gravy in it. You said.
Your mother's sauce is ragu.
Fuck you.
I think I fixed the chat thing, so if someone does it, it should come up on the video feed. Like, not our
Okay.
Skype call, but the actual Twitch channel. Helen, send us a message. I think you're the only person watching.
Okay.
Uh, uh.
It was
Oh.
too big of a delay. I'm going to log back on to see, but I will.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Well, I have it on my phone. If she's the next message we get, I'll let you guys know. I think I fixed it. So how has your guys' week's been? How you coping?
It's been weird.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
I'm very, very weird.
I just woke up from a stress nap.
Oh yeah, they're there. Dr. Hot Dog King's messaging.
That's
Helen's
me.
messaging. They're up there. I think I have 2 going now, but it's cool. That's our brand. Nothing
Yeah.
works unless it's working too well.
100%. Yeah. Eric, you want to talk about your week? How you've been doing, buddy? What are you wearing right now? You wearing sweatpants?
No, I'm wearing the Dickies that I bought that my plan is to break in over quarantine.
That's a really good
Sorry.
idea.
Yeah, usually they ride up when you just get new pairs.
I put on
But
new pants today. Well, I put on pants for you guys because the ass was ripped out of the sweatpants I was wearing.
oh,
So,
and I'm wearing my Roman shirt.
Ew, Roman.
Cool.
Oh,
Roman
R.I.P.
numeral
Sweet
2.
baby.
2's the
Yeah.
best one.
Rip.
R.I.P. to the Roman Empire.
Yeah, man. It had to fall. It was destiny.
Jen, can you change your camera a little bit? We can like barely see your face. There it is.
That's my hair. What? You can see now? Good?
No, yeah, that one's perfect.
Perfect.
It just looked like you were sinking into the video feed. Now I feel like I'm in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
My puzzle.
Oh no!
Earthquake, no worse. Lawnmower.
Also, I just look crazy, so I keep being like, nope, can't see myself too much. Nope.
Yeah.
Whatever you're comfortable with, this is our safe place on the internet.
I'm gonna just. Oh, there's my refrigerator. What a weird. There's a vet.
Hey.
There's some plants.
What an angle.
There's a Pepsi.
Oh, it's my Pepsi cup.
Dude,
I don't
It's not even a
but
Pepsi.
I support it.
Shit.
Actually, technically, I like Coca-Cola, but
wow.
Oh wait, Jen, do MTV Cribs. I can see him now. I can see
Oh.
the.
so there's a. There. Let's see. You guys want to see? Want to see this?
That's a nice light fixture.
Thank you. I picked it out.
From where?
Amazon.
Wow. Giving money to the devil.
Look at
You
this picture.
devil.
Oh, ever crying gang? Still
Oh!
looking
Okay.
good.
I see
The
Mark
shrine,
Mothersburg.
dog.
The old sobbing grounds right over there.
Common ground. I don't. Fridge mannequins. They judge you when you snack.
Mm.
And I say, fuck off, guys. It's a bath. Yeah, that's it. Living room. I've been sleeping a lot in this sad daybed.
It's comfy. I've sat on it before. It's comfy.
It is. It's really nice.
Love Simon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's on my DVD shelf right now. I think I have 30 total DVDs and that's one of them.
Yeah. It's a good
And the other one is My Life, which we still haven't watched together. We should watch it on stream.
Yeah.
We should actually. That would be really good.
Yeah.
My week, interesting. I can't remember because, like I was saying to Maddie, I don't know. It just feels so much like longer than a week has gone by, and I can't remember if I had talked about the benefits of talking last time we were on.
No.
I don't think
Okay, I tried a couple of days of not.
so. Ugh,
and,
yeah.
Like at all?
yeah, like just anxiety and just like whatever. I don't even want to. Don't want to deal with it. And it's just it's very amusing to think of how different I am already with that sort of thing. Of how much like I would be like, no, this is a dream, and even at first I was like, this isn't so bad. And it's really it's not if you contact people.
Yeah.
Like Yeah, just the astronomical difference between the two. Because I was doing I'm doing that thing with Matty T, or Matty T right now, and
Yes. The
Yeah,
other
yeah.
Matt.
Yeah.
The other John Rambo.
but I remember he asked.
Oh, did you hear
Like,
Jen?
hey-
Oh, go ahead, Eric. Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying he asked to like have coffee on Instagram, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And then I was like, why is he posting this? Like, why is he posting telling people that we're having coffee? And then so it was like pissed the first day. I talked to him about it too, but then it was just like, yeah, it was super helpful. It was actually like just super, because even if it's just me and him, it's like, yeah, we're just chatting, but like people popping in, it's super nice. It's cool.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, talk to
I hear
people.
Yeah. I've been talking to a lot of people like every day, more so than usual.
Ever.
Ever.
I-
Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to just ignore everyone.
Yeah.
No.
I've been to camps, and I've talked to more people on a regular basis now.
I know. Yeah. Also, Maddie, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say, Matt Flynn pitched to me the funniest idea. I still have to send him some footage of the training montage, but we came up with the idea of, because I told him the story about how Jean-Claude Van Damme got his start, which was he came from Brussels and then found out where Sylvester Stallone lived and just started doing karate in his driveway to try to get like into Hollywood. And then
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone's like, that's pretty good. That's how I come up with some people. So then we were talking about me and Matt just doing karate in Sylvester Stallone's driveway, and then it turned into we were going to film John Rambo's, where we're both forgotten sons of John Rambo, and we're like trying to succeed. I owe Matt some. He told me to film some footage, and he put together a trailer, so I gotta film some apartment training footage.
I like that John Rambo's sons both have glasses.
And we're both named John Rambo.
Yeah. Well, how else would you know who your dad was?
It's gonna be called John Rambo's First Bloods.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys don't know my dad, Matthew Tompkins. He's a great guy.
My son, John Eric's dad.
Perfect.
Also, Eric, sorry, I woke up in the past, I woke up an hour ago, basically, and I'm still, fucked up, but I totally agree about talking to people. Just saying.
Yeah.
It makes a huge difference, because if I go, a day and it's just me and Abdul talking, we will murder each other. I woke up from a nap, and we just, almost, called it quits forever. Just fuck you. You're gonna walk the dog. I'm not fucking walking the dog. You're gonna walk the dog. And he was like, I just don't like your tone when you say that I'm gonna walk the dog, and I'm like, fuck you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
How's that
the
for
Golden
tone?
Girls switched together, and it was fine.
Yeah.
We're fine.
Yeah,
We've been watching a lot of Golden Girls.
that's cool.
Yeah. That's a good show to help you. Those ladies can't get out that much.
They do it. They're frail.
Yeah. I mean, they can. They can go to the Tom Selleck Dinner Theater. That's my favorite reoccurring place on that show. Shady Pines is good, but the Tom Selleck Dinner Theater,
Also, been really liking all the fart humor that Sophia brings to the table. I bought her workout tape. Not Sophia's, but
Yeah.
what the fuck can I think of her real name? Estelle Getty.
Yeah.
Her what the fuck is it called? I bought it on Amazon, which is not good. I shouldn't say that. Amazon
Yeah.
sucks.
They're
I
the
bought it
devil. They're the literal
just a while
devil.
ago. It hasn't come yet.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're just hurting, man. They need some money.
Yeah.
No, they really need it.
Jeff
Yeah,
Bezos
no,
is
I
like a
think
war profiteer at this
They're
point.
exactly.
Figure
They're
out.
they're profiting off of it. It's called Young at Heart, and it's for elderly people to exercise.
Cool.
Yeah.
I had a thing as Richard Simmons Silver Foxes. and it was the dads of famous people, like the parents of famous people working out, including, and I'm not kidding, Sal Pacino is his dad's name.
Yeah, Sal
Sick.
Pacino.
Sal Pacino, yeah.
Sal and Al Pacino.
Yeah. Chevy Chase. What?
Chase.
It's so
Who
good.
wants Heavy Chase?
Heavy Chase. That's the fatter brother.
Yeah, yeah.
He's very bitter about it.
Heavy Chase and the Boys. You remember that group?
That's my favorite early hip hop group for sure.
Yeah. Who wants to go? I mean, we can get further into stuff, but let's do. Who wants to go next for like a little quick
Yeah, so
week?
Jen.
Got it, you go.
Okay.
Oh.
I had a Wednesday. I had like a mental breakdown a little bit. I've been playing a lot of like D&D with my friends to stay like in contact with them and to have something to do and not go insane. And I was supposed to play, and I was just like, I couldn't. I just couldn't do it. I had played like 8 days in a row or something dumb, and it's just like a lot of mental exercise.
If
Yeah.
that's there's something that I noticed this as well, and like I said, I'm very happy to be like talking to people and doing things, but then I've also noticed is like, or I think something important to remember is that to not like we're gonna be like this for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's just like you don't have to overload yourself.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I was trying to work on writing a play with Sally, and it's just like I don't write plays.
Yeah.
So I'm like freaking out. I'm not doing a good job. It's like you can take your time, bud. Like you don't have to have it. Like,
And like you
No,
will have time after this quarantine to finish. Like
Yeah.
no, like,
Exactly.
that's how I felt too, man. I was like, I just gotta cram in all this gaming now that I have a chance because I haven't been able to do it that much. But then it's mentally exhausting, and I don't know. I'm very stressed out. Sam's super stressed out, so we've been real snippy with each other this week, and like we always are, like, hey, dude, I'm sorry afterwards. But like today, it happened again. Like my car's dead because I didn't start it for a few days, and I went outside we went to jump it today because I was like, I'll jump it and drive it around a little bit, get her charged back up. Like eventually this will be over and I will need my vehicle again. And my trunk leaks, right? So we get out there and
Mine used to leak too.
yeah, my jumper cables are like horribly corroded. And I was like, let's give it a try anyway. And so we did it and it didn't work. Hi, Abdul. Oh, he can't hear us.
Look at this.
Abdul, hi.
I was saying hi. Sorry. You can't hear. Sorry.
Yeah, so we went outside and like the jumper cables weren't working, and I was trying to like fix them because they were all corroded. And then Sam's like getting stressed out, so she's like, "Stop touching them while the car's on." And it was just like, oh. And then it wouldn't start. It just started clicking, and I was like, I think it's the starter, but really I just wanted to stop because I was like getting very close to having like insane episode and just destroying my car because it was just one more frustrating thing that I didn't want to deal with. And like I have no money coming in, obviously, so like getting a starter fixed is shitty. So then I come upstairs. Sam goes to Joann's to pick up some fabric because she's making a bunch of masks and like head wraps for hospitals, like donating them. And she went to go pick up some more fabric for that. And I came upstairs and our door sticks sometimes because it's like there's a bunch of it that's just jury-rigged together. And so I'm just like kicking my door and like slamming it and like screaming, fuck, I like had a mental breakdown. Dude was like hiding under my desk. The cat took off. I was like, oh, I gotta get it together. But yeah, man, it's
Oh, dude, I've been there so many fucking times with shit like that. Car stuff stresses me out. Also, have you guys applied for unemployment?
Yeah, it takes a while to roll in.
I know, they're like really backed up. It's just really stressful. I know that they're like, you what?
Oh, I got I got my first I got a card as opposed to direct deposit.
Oh, okay.
So I got that for unemployment, which is good for now, and then I just realized that was probably kind of not the best idea. Like I probably should have it in my like account, but and
You
then
can
I got
transfer it though, right?
yeah, and you can also I didn't know for both of them for EBT and for unemployment, you can take money out of ATMs.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize you could do that for EBT, but
And- yeah.
for unemployment, I thought you could.
Yeah, you can for both. I just like the only thing
Wow.
that pissed me off was just like, oh, like I'm happy I got my like the unemployment thing, and then I found out it's through Bank of America, and I was like, fucker, like,
Fuckers.
yeah, thank you so much, you fuckers.
You
Yeah.
fucking piece of shit. Actually, sorry, you know what? Abdul just came in and he's like, I have to work, and I'm gonna move rooms.
Okay.
'Cause I'm just gonna
Okay.
be he's trying to like,
Yeah, Helen.
oh, I got a hat on over my hair. I'm sorry.
That's
Keep,
alright.
keep talking.
Yeah, I'm just saying Helen is correct. All you have is time.
That's true.
All you have is time.
I've been enjoying Helen's TikTok dance videos she's been putting on
Oh, yeah.
on Instagram. They've been bringing me a tiny bit of joy every day. Also, Eric, I can't wait until we really dig into that book you're reading.
I know. Yeah.
I'm enjoying the minute at a time, though. It's really keeping the suspense like lit as fuck.
Yeah. Agreed.
Also, it was funny when I posted it today. It was like, because that's like, and it's funny, like I'll like almost psych myself up for it, but then like realize that like any mistake that I make works better for the video.
Yeah.
And it just so happened that in the first like couple of like sentences, I was like, I don't know what that word is.
It was awesome. I thought it was on purpose.
No,
That's
it's
you.
naturally how it came out. Like,
It's perfect.
Yeah, ballistically.
No, I loved it. Also, here I got.
Oh, Elf Dog.
Yeah.
Look at that happy pup. Newt's been wicked bummed out because we're wicked stressed out. So she's just been like moping. She had like a serious bummer day yesterday. Just
know,
being sad.
I brought him to doggy daycare because he's been fucking bummed out.
Mm.
But then he came home and had diarrhea. Oh boy. It was
Excitement
too much.
diarrhea.
Did you have diarrhea from excitement? Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Bleeding from the face. Apparently.
Alright. Oh, that's me like every day. It's cool. Sorry, I keep interrupting you guys with like my dog.
That's okay, bud. Alfie rules.
It's a tough day for my ADHD.
Yeah. Dude, Sam made us masks while she was making other ones. Look at this sick Ren and Stimpy mask.
Well,
Oh, hell
excellent.
yeah.
I'm ready.
Damn.
My
that's
stupid-
looking good.
Damn.
Damn. That's
Hey,
nice.
okay. You have glasses. How do you wear it so it doesn't fog up your
It
glasses?
just does. I don't
It
know
just
how.
does, right? There's no way to not.
You can use
do
like
that.
the scuba diver trick and lick your glasses, but that's fucking gross, and then they look weird anyway.
I do that anyway. I didn't realize that was a trick.
I love the idea. I love the idea of being in a supermarket with the mask and gloves, and then.
And then take your
No one said I couldn't lick my eyes.
Yeah. It's like your own pee. It's sterile
Yeah.
to you.
I've been saving it up because I heard someone watch Waterworld.
Waterworld has been coming up a lot because everybody at Anthony's apartment watched it,
Yeah.
like at the beginning of quarantine, and everybody realized how terrible and long it is.
Oh, it's so long.
Exact opposite, I will say, for the movie Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Not long enough.
No, rewatched it. Yeah, maybe rewatched it 2 days ago, and I was like, this. It's like obviously stupid,
Yeah.
like, but like it fucking holds up as an entertaining movie to watch. Like, no boring parts. And I will say, I really on this watch as a 37-year-old was like, man, Johnny Cage actually has a character arc in the movie.
A surprisingly in-depth
Yeah, like-
writing.
Yeah, I was always like, oh, he's the Cyclops of the film, but no, man, he's more like a Jean Grey.
He's a total Batman.
I've been watching a lot of TV.
Same.
Yeah.
What-
Which I already do. So
Yeah.
to expand that is difficult. I am blowing through shows like no one's fucking business. I'm watching episodes of King of the Hill that I've never watched a second time. So,
maybe now's the time for me to give King of the Hill a second chance.
yeah,
Fine, Sam.
it's
Yeah.
so good. You think it's gonna be, you know what? It's like I get where you're coming from because it's Abdul really wants me to watch Star Trek,
Oh yeah.
but it just reminds me of coming home from school as a latchkey kid
Hmm.
and eating like, making hot dogs and eating it with like the end piece of the loaf of bread because that's all
Yeah.
there is, and like watching Oprah, Maury, and like skimming through Star Trek and like seeing it and be like, I don't want to see that.
Cheese. He's in a hot dog roll heated up with ketchup. Was
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
mhm.
I liked the end pieces of bread,
That's
butter,
cool.
Yeah.
and then cinnamon and sugar. You gotta toast it first.
Oh,
though.
dude, cinnamon and sugar toast rules. I
I
love
ate
cinnamon
some
and sugar.
before my nap. I still
Wow.
am a consistent cinnamon sugar toast eater.
Dude,
It's not good for you.
one of
It's
my
a
reasons
terrible
why
agita.
one of my reasons why I wanted to start my car was because I like desperately wanted to break quarantine and get fast food. Because I'm like,
Oh,
I'm so addicted to fast food, so now I'm only going like maybe once, twice a week, which is still too much because COVID, but whatever. And
I want Wendy's for bad.
I just wanted to go to Burger King so bad. So that was a part of my frustration. So when Sam got home from Joanne's, she made me like a greasy steak and cheese with like the dried onions you like put
Yeah.
in soup on top of it. And I was like, thank you.
That's so nice.
Yeah,
That's really sweet.
I know.
I know. Me and Abdul have maybe gone to McDonald's more than before.
Yeah.
Which is like one time we went. Because I fucking love McDonald's, but I won't go because I can just eat like 10 cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, I
One of
love
those- I
McDonald's.
think that King of the Hill
too.
is one of the most comforting shows.
Oh, it's so good. It's just like I thought it was like that, but oh yeah, I was telling you guys that story. But it just for King of the Hill, I thought for a really long time was like one of those shows that was on when you like were already bummed out and like I didn't get it because like I didn't get a lot of the jokes when I was younger. And then yeah, it's just been a love affair for the past like 10 years now, and I mouth like Abdul doesn't care, which is great.
Yeah.
But when I lived with other people, I will say the whole episode's lines, like, through. Sometimes I'll, if I can't fall asleep, I'll run through my favorite King of the Hill episodes, like, full script in my head, and it makes me fall asleep. But he doesn't mind, which is great. He really encourages my, psychotic King of the Hill watching.
That's how it happened to us twice in quarantine so far. We watched Tommy Boy, and I started saying every line right, doing that thing where I say every line right before it happens. And Sam's like, please stop. And then I finally got her to watch Venture Brothers with me, and she obviously loves it because that show's amazing. And I was doing the same thing. Huh?
Oh,
I started watching it.
It's
I
so
love
good,
it.
right, Jen? Oh, it's so funny.
that show,
Really good.
that show in the damn world. Also,
It's
I
really
was
good.
doing that during Mortal Kombat.
Finish him.
From the very beginning, like they show Shang Tsung, and the first thing I said was sitting next to Helen, and I just go like, "You will be next." Part of the gig,
Perfect. Yeah.
and he was.
Yeah.
Wasn't.
He was next. Helen wants to know which King of the Hill characters you guys most closely relate to.
Bobby Hill.
Pete also
sure.
said he's a Bobby Hill.
Yeah, I'm definitely a Bobby Hill. Chunky. Use my personality as my focus.
I'd probably say Bill strictly because of his.
I definitely.
Just from one episode, I remember there's a haunted house, and they're like, "Oh, we can't do the haunted house," and his basic idea was like, "Well, we could always turn it into a house of pancakes." And I was like, "That's really good fucking idea.
Yeah.
I think about Bill Dauterive a lot, and when I'm feeling like my worst, I go from, the highest you can be, Bobby Hill.
Yeah.
And then you go down, and it's like I've had like a lot of like Bill Dauterive days, but I respect that man. He's been in the army for so long.
I would probably say that every single one of the people that we hang out with is Bobby Hill.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say that's pretty accurate. At least at some point in their life was exactly Bobby Hill.
This is so I can't comment because obviously I'm not a fan, but this is what I associate with King of the Hill. This sentence, which I don't even think it's a line in the show, but I just have this image of Hank telling Bobby, you can't take a man's golf clubs and hit dog do with them. And that to me was just in my head is the humor of King of the Hill. And I was just like, yeah. Oh.
Don't you worry. It's much more than that. It's deeper.
I gotta give it another chance. I was just like, this isn't Beavis and Butthead, and I hate it.
Yeah.
It's funny to think that I enjoyed stuff that Mike Judge had done, but I was still like, no, this show is dumb. I haven't watched it, but I like this guy and I like his cartoons, but this is not for me.
Yeah.
I still haven't sat down and watched the whole thing. I just know that I've seen probably about 85% of the episodes.
Yeah. There's some in season 13 that I refuse to watch.
Yeah.
That I've never seen. Sorry, I'm burping.
Because you were burping while they aired.
Because I have this thing where I usually will not watch the last handful of episodes of one of my favorite shows because I'm saving those for I need to be mentally well.
Oh.
100% before I can let the thing that I love fade away.
Yeah.
Until I watch those episodes, it's alive in my head,
Yeah.
I have a very strong relationship with TV, as everyone knows.
Yeah.
TV is my best friend.
That's how I feel about books. I read a lot. Not to be that guy, books are better than TV. I love TV too.
God.
But there's this book series, The Discworld, written by this dude Terry Pratchett, and it's satirical fantasy, and he just makes fun of the world and super British humor and just good solid fantasy writing. And I read all of the Discworld books, and then a couple of years ago he got, and there's a lot, there's 30 something in books in this series that he wrote, and he got Alzheimer's a couple of years ago and then eventually passed away from complications with it. And now I don't have any more Discworld books. I'll go back and reread them because they're my buds. Because that's what I did instead of having friends when I was younger. Was just read a lot of books. But
for me, it's cookies and TV. So
yeah, I also did cookies and TV.
Yeah, it's a really popular thing when you're lonely.
Yeah.
When I was punished from TV, that's where books came into play.
That's smart. Yeah. It's like having to eat your broccoli. It gives you a distaste for it for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll watch this book instead of reading TV. Mom, does it count if I put the captions on?
It's reading.
I'm reading.
Oh man, no, but Star Trek too. Anything in King of the Hill, anything like that, where it's daunting to start something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I finally watched Breaking Bad. Hey.
Sam made waffle fries. Oh, also,
Sam is the shit.
Walmart is garbage, but they have this insane. Did I talk about this last time? The French fry sauce. Here it is. Here it is.
I can't stop thinking about it, but I can't go to Walmart unless I take a Klonopin.
I got this oh, same dude. I had all this stockpile of my Klonopins because I hate taking them. They make me feel super dizzy. But
work.
well, I've been going through them now that the apocalypse is here. I've needed them.
I bet. Wait, whether?
Oh no, just Pete said Walmart is scary.
Walmart
yeah, dude.
is scary. I've cried in Walmart so many times When it's usually Abdul's fault, and I hate to say that it's someone else's fault, especially because it sounds terrible. Because this is like, my partner. It's
Yeah.
not his fault. He just
And he's all like, put bologna in
but no, he's always like, oh yeah, let's go to this section. We need this, like, judo. If we're out of this, like, this is a good deal for this. And I'm just like, shut up, stop fucking talking, like, stop showing me shit that I'm not gonna buy right now. And he's just like, no, but it's like a really good deal. And I'm like, I don't fucking care. I don't
it.
fucking We have been
In
here
and
for
out.
3
It's in and out.
hours. Ever in and out.
It's gotta
never.
be out. It's gotta be.
For me, it has to. That's why I go food shopping at Trader Joe's. It's the best store for if you have ADHD or anxiety, because there's just one of everything. There's just one kind. It's just Trader Joe's brand. You
Yeah.
don't have to compare anything. It's typically cheaper than going to like Shaw's anyway. I save so much money by going to Trader Joe's, and like they have the best fucking snacks in the world. But yeah, I just do my loop. I get all my food. I don't even look at it. I just throw it in the
How
car.
are those lines there at Trader Joe's when you've gone?
How are the what lines?
How packed is it? What's the?
I haven't been in a while. They started like letting like only a certain amount of people in at a time, and then everyone waits outside, like 6 feet apart. But honestly, it wasn't that bad. I mean, I would say if you're ever gonna go to Trader Joe's, go like look at Google.
Yeah.
And see when it's busiest. Never go and go at like 9 o'clock in the morning on like a Tuesday, or like 9 o'clock at night on like a Wednesday.
Yeah. See, we chose
later. So
I've been like
middle of the day.
I've been like a big Y person myself, and strictly because the idea where it's like, this is a yuppie supermarket, and if anyone's gonna be afraid, it's gonna be the yuppies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they are afraid there. They got taped off aisles, like they got it.
Dude, me and Sam were so sad. We went to Stop and Shop on Tuesday or something just to get our supplies. We were like doing our laundry and shit, and there was like they have like sneeze guards in front of the cashiers now.
Yeah, I saw that.
Dude, these poor women, they were like, you could tell they had just been crying all day with their masks on. These like mom age ladies, like in their 50s, and they were like people, because we went and we needed like toilet paper, like because we just bought a 6-pack before everything happened, and we got a couple rolls left, but it's like, if they have it, we'll grab it. Still cleaned out, totally cleaned out. Oh, yeah. And so we were talking to ladies, and we were just like polite to them, and they just like opened up because like everybody had been so shitty to them, like since all this started. Like they're like, people come in and yell at us. They're like, when is the toilet paper coming in? And then they yell at us because we don't know, and it's like, why would the cashiers know that? Like,
oh, yeah,
exactly.
That's the you remember years ago there was my favorite thing that happened at the Big Y was some lady super mad at the at the checkout counter, and she was like, I'd like yellow trash bags, please. And then the lady was like, I'm sorry, we're sold out. And then the lady went, why?
Fuck you.
Because everyone had a similar thought. That's why.
I've been a cashier at a grocery store, and on a regular non-pandemic situation, it is the shittiest job. Everyone should be super fucking nice to every cashier. I've been leaving like 50 to 100% tips anytime I'm like going out anywhere. Even if they don't take tips, I'm just like, don't you dare give me change. Like, you're fucking open, like, just take it. I don't fucking need it. What am I gonna do?
We ordered pizza the other day, and usually they come to our my front porch or whatever, and the buzzer doesn't work, and they call or what and go down or whatever. But this guy didn't read the memo on the thing, and came to my back porch and knocked on the door, and I was like, "This is it. This is the beginning of like the home invasion."
They're knocking before they loot you.
Yeah, I still did my classic like, "Who is it? Who is it?"
You know what? Alfie's actually really good for that because no one knows that he looks like a teddy bear from just hearing his voice.
Yeah.
He barks so fucking
Whoa,
loud and
whoa,
so
whoa.
viciously. Alfie, look at him. This little sleepy fuck.
He's so handsome. I
No,
love.
demon dog.
Oh, speaking of dogs, my mom is listening, and apparently her dog can recognize my voice. So when I'm talking, he's like perking up. Hi, Mom. Love you. Hope you're doing good.
Hi, Maddie Mom.
I'm Maddie's mom.
Big Lish. She hates when I call her Big Lish. Perfectly sized Lish.
Yeah, that's like the opposite of that song.
Dude, all of the women in my family are Amazon women. My mom's like, well, she's not 5'10" anymore because she had a couple back surgeries, but they're all like 5'10" or more. My uncle's like, I'm like the runt in my family. Helen's dog's mom's listening too. To all the mom dogs out there, we love you. You're all good boys.
Mom, dog.
Even the girls are good boys.
Ow, come here.
You're talking shit about your girlfriend's mom's dog?
She will in a second too. Don't worry about it.
That's Helen's mom's dog's name. I talked to Helen's mom about it at Hanukkah.
Dougie.
Duggar.
Dougie.
Because in case she gets senile and she forgets the dog's name, Doggy is close enough to her. Helen's mom rules.
It's just really nice. We talk dogs. Because Alf has the same, like, grinchy feet that, like, when they get brushed out, they look like little biscuits. But then the second they get wet, they're just, like, fucking psychotic looking. So. But they're really cute. They're just, like, spiky. Also, I have to pee, so.
Classic Jen.
That's her.
Dude, so
Gotta go to the bathroom.
I've been trying to help Sam out with the mask by doing all of the annoying time-consuming work, so I have to take the straps she's making and turn them inside out so the seams are on the inside, and it is super...
I hate doing what I sew, and Sam's like a legit professional sewer, so like I bet they're like nice and tight too.
Oh, she made some yesterday that were so tight that I had to be like, if I'm helping you, gotta make them bigger than this. I can't even get my pinky finger in here. Well, because yeah, go do it.
Oh wait, no,
do it.
Yeah.
Hey.
Bring your laptop.
That's terrible. So what are you doing? I don't even understand.
Okay,
what
so
you
like
said.
Sam's making like
know.
like you know like the surgical, they're basically like do-rags but for nurses to keep their hair out of their
Yeah.
faces because they're like out. And so she's making she can't find elastic anywhere, so we've been cutting up old bed sheets, and so she needs to have straps so they can tie them. So you make it the tube so it's like thick enough to be, it's not just like a scrap of fabric, and but you sew them and then you got to turn them inside out so the seams are on the inside. So like I have to like turn these long things inside out.
Oh,
and,
so you have to do the rolling.
Yeah, I do this thing. I got this thing, but it's just like
I thought that was a little microphone.
This just
like a
did.
game show host.
Welcome to the crying game. Sorry, guys, you're gonna have to listen to me eat these really crunchy waffle fries because Jen's not here to fill up the time. I can't mute my mic.
Yep. You can't do it. And
Is that really loud?
Dougie sucks, says Helen. He's so annoying
Mhm.
and he's loud. I think that is Pillowman Pete says boys only party. Well, Helen's here, Pete. So.
Yeah, Pete and my mom.
Yeah, exactly. I thought, I didn't see the little circle on the antenna thing too, so I thought it was just like a little nub that you were talking into.
No, it's just like a little hook. Yeah, I was doing it like last night during WrestleMania too. Actually, it's funny because
Oh yeah.
oh
No, go ahead.
so we're like I was cutting up the sections for her to like save her time.
Yeah.
So it's like got to tear all these bed sheets, and I was like, this is like my angry 11-year-old dream, is just like tear up all the bed sheets in my whole house, fuck everybody.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. Put in some Blink 182 and fucking rage,
Dude. Never would I put in Blink-182.
Yeah, Sum 41 all the way.
Yeah, dude. I don't want to waste my time being another casualty of society. It's weird, dude. I watched American Pie 2 this morning, and that song's on the soundtrack. That's where I was at this morning. I was in a... Huh?
How does that movie hold up?
Oh, terribly, dude. Terrible. Those movies fucking suck.
Never blink. That's like that Doctor Who thing, right, Pete?
Pete loves Doctor Who?
Pete's a huge Doctor Who fan. Dr. Pete, we used to call him.
Dr.
Really?
Yep. Pete, why don't you tell us who your favorite Doctor is? Well, it's never.
Helen enjoys my ASMR eating, so I'm going to do it some more.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
How are you guys feeling today?
Wow.
I'm eating waffle fries dipped in French fry sauce from Walmart.
Damn, I'm so jealous. I'm really hungry. I'm definitely gonna maybe order pizza and tip them very well. Very
Yeah, we
well.
decided we're going to get takeout for night 2 of WrestleMania tonight.
Oh yeah, how's WrestleMania?
Yeah, what? How is that happening? What are they doing?
It's filmed in an empty arena, like in the performance center, so there's no crowd. It's weird because instead of trying to film it differently, they just film it the same way as they've been filming wrestling for like a million years. So it feels super uncomfortable. They don't pipe in any music or anything. So it's just like quiet and dudes hitting each other. It's terrible. But the women's match between Becky Lynch and Shayna Baszler was awesome. It was super like violent and stiff. And they did a Boneyard match between AJ Styles and The Undertaker. And it was Biker Taker, and it was filmed like those Matt Hardy Final Deletion videos. And it was actually so sick. It was so sick. It made up for the whole thing.
Splitting it up between 2 nights, too?
Yeah, well, so WrestleMania is always like 7 hours long. And they knew nobody would sit through 7 hours of an empty arena show. Because it's like painful to watch, dude. It's like awkward. And like the wrestlers are still trying to do their shtick, so like... They're like mugging to the crowd, but there's no crowd, so unless that particular camera in that moment is filming them. And it's also really weird because they filmed it last week, so I don't know why they didn't like cut some music in, or it's so fucking strange. And
Just add crowd noises.
anything, dude, like anything at all.
Over to empty seats.
Yeah. Boo! You suck, you suck.
Yeah. You're on fire, baby. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's...
NBA Jam stuff.
What the fuck happened here? But yeah, so they had to break it up into 2 nights. So tonight, it was tonight the big event is John Cena versus Bray Wyatt's new character, and they're having Bray Wyatt's new character is like the Fiend. He's like a demon guy, but when he's not the demon dude, he's got like this Firefly Funhouse, which is kind of like Pee-wee's Playhouse mixed with Blue's Clues, but super like freaky and weird. And so they're having a Firefly Funhouse match, which I'm sure is going to be filmed like the Undertaker thing last night, so it'll probably be super entertaining.
Okay.
Nice. Also, I know that you guys, I definitely don't want to be on a webcam while laying down, but it's just happening.
It's okay, bud.
Okay.
Can't even see you. Jen's
Okay,
here,
good.
everybody. Yep.
I'm here.
Can't
I'm
see you at
sad,
all.
But I'm laying down.
Got a lovely view of all your art.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of postcards and that John Wayne Gacy clown.
Love it.
It's nice.
Is that a real John Wayne Gacy?
No, that's what my mom calls it.
Oh, yeah.
It may as well be.
We should start making fake John Wayne Gacy clown pictures.
Yeah, have you guys seen this? Have you seen my John Wayne Gacy collection? It's just a bunch of clown pictures I made.
Yeah.
Inspired by...
Dude, I don't even, like, his paintings sell for so much money, too, and they are terrible. And, like, I get why, but, like, also dumb.
But
Yeah.
still, it's like, come on, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Like, you could
I
do
just
a
don't
watercolor
like
painting of a...
lying to him.
What?
I just don't like that people are lying to him, you know?
Yeah.
His art's not good.
Yeah.
I just
Don't
like
encourage
lying.
him. He was good at murdering young boys. That's what he should stick with.
Putting them in the space. Also,
I'm gonna go pee now too, so it looks like Maddie's talking to a bunch of photos.
Yeah.
Now I'm here all alone.
Your ASMR channel. Also, when I was peeing before, I forgot that I was recording, and I was just like on Reddit on the toilet. I was like, oh shit, I have to get back.
Dude, I did that. We were playing. I was playing D&D one night, and everybody else was like acting out, and I was like, I'm gonna put it on pause and like go get a snack. But I was also baked out of my mind.
Oh my god, it makes it so hard to
Dude, so I
remember.
just like wandered off. I was playing with the dog and cat. I talked to Sam. I was like getting a cup of water, and I was like, what did I come in here for? Oh shit, I'm in the middle of playing a game. I had to like rush back to my computer.
Do that shit all the time, where like I mean to do something else, and then I just like, I think I ended up doing that last night. Have you guys? I don't know if you have watched Happy.
That's that thing with the cartoon elephant thing, right?
I love Happy, and they
I
came
only
out.
saw the first season,
I
and I loved it.
Oh my god, the second season was just put on Netflix, and I fucking loved it. And then I found out that it was canceled after season 2, so I'm just
Boo.
like, god damn it. But whatever.
Yeah.
It could have been just like a one-off, honestly. But I mean, not saying that I didn't like the second one, but I wasn't sure if it was just gonna be like a mini series or something. But the second season was. I loved it. It was fucking gruesome. It was so gory.
I liked they basically did the was it the Sufjan Stevens thing where they were like, it was like, I'm gonna do an album for every state.
Oh yeah,
Like,
but
that's an okay idea, and they were just like, we're gonna do a season for every holiday.
yeah, for every
Like,
yeah, and I did kind of like the Christmas one. It was just like, since it was like the first one, it set like the precedent of like, Christmas is just like this. It's just like a time setting. But the second one, I thought if they had chosen any other holiday, I think it would have been. But they chose fucking Easter.
that's what I thought, right? Yeah, it's Easter. Like,
Which was so bizarre, and then like the fucking villain guy is making all these like super like sexual Easter videos, and I'm just like, yeah, I get down with that.
yeah.
Yeah, like
Oh man, that show was that like, yeah, I was like, oh, check it out, and like immediately sold, and loved it so much.
oh, it was so good.
Yeah.
I know, and it was I definitely like the first season. I don't know which one I like more. I literally just me and Abdul power watched season 2,
Yeah.
and but yeah, it was good. It was just like, I don't remember season 1 being like, season 1 was really graphic, like really gory, but season 2 I don't fucking remember it being this disgusting.
Yeah, it probably wasn't. They probably built up to it. Like,
Yeah, I was just like, Jesus.
I was super shocked though, like watching it, like just like because I've watched things before that are just like, especially like on TV that say MA.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, oh, an MA thing, and like, okay, yeah, mature audience, yeah. And then like first episode starts, and it's like, oh, you are MA.
You meant it.
100%.
Yeah.
You weren't fucking around.
Is that I'm also really, because I haven't had cable since I was like 18, because that's when I last lived with my parents. Actually, I guess I moved back in with that like when I was 20 or 21 for a little bit, but like, I don't get what the rules of cable are now, because they're full on titties in that show, which is great. I'm all for that, but like, I'm like, shit, is this on TV? Like, or do you have to pay for it, or is like, because I remember being a kid, and you
channel you have to pay for. I think it's like an FX Plus or something like that. Or...
Because, yeah, that's just like wild to me. They're saying like motherfucker and shit, and I was like, when did you start being allowed to say fuck? And I'm like, I'm loving the way things are going, but like, I'm just confused.
It's just easier to hide stuff, maybe.
Yeah.
And there's some shows, who has time to watch them all?
Also, like, the news is so graphically violent, it's like, why does it matter if fake TV is also graphically violent?
Exactly. You know, and like, it's like, it's also funny that, like, although it was, like, gruesome, I'm, like, very, like, you know, pretty unfazed by the violence, but I was like, boobs! Boobs on TV! You know, like,
That's the dream. It's the dream.
Finally.
I was shocked. I have them. I see them all the time, and I was totally. I was like, whoa! And they spelled out the C word, and I was like, what? Well, I mean, like, they said it and they spelled it out on the TV. So.
Yeah.
I feel
I'm
so
sure
old.
if I saw a like picture of like, or if they showed like my penis on TV, I wouldn't be as shocked or like, oh, whatever. But you know, someone else's penis is definitely like, oh, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, exactly. One. A fresh one for my eyes.
Ooh, a fresh one.
Ooh. Hot off the presses.
I love it.
Damn, that
Hey,
was
it's your cousin, Barry Flint. You know that new penis you've been looking for? Well, listen to this.
Oh man.
So nice to talk to you guys. It feels like just feels like a conference call that like a few people are.
Yeah, it's so nice to see you, Ted.
Yeah,
I
See you again.
am waving.
you look great today. I'm glad you put on your eyebrows so then you could not be on TV.
It's not my fault. I went to the couch and it took me. And
Yeah. Technically, it's Abdul's fault for having to work.
I know, like, oh, I have to work to feed us and pay the bill. Whatever, Abdul.
It's like, whatever.
Whatever.
What show shows boobs on TV? Exactly, Pete. Exactly.
Which one? Yeah,
Happy does.
Happiness. It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, check out Happy on Netflix. Chris
fucking
Maloney,
love-
Patton Oswalt.
Love Chris Maloney. Love Patton Oswalt.
Yeah, and they're both played brilliantly too.
Exactly. Fucking. Oh, and you know, I guess also same vein. Abdul pointed it out, and he's so right. I've been watching the Ash vs Evil Dead show. I've already.
That show is I don't know. That's one of those shows that I didn't want to watch, and I was like, whatever. And then as soon as it is, like, why did I not want to watch this?
And I've already watched it 2 times. I've already watched the whole thing all the way through.
Pete, the show is called Happy. That's the name of the show. Just Happy.
Exclamation point. If you feel like it.
Not to be confused with the movie Happiness.
Which I have on tape, and it's not about happiness.
It's not.
Yeah.
A bitch.
I heard they were making that into a cartoon. You got enough character in there.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Tiny Toons.
Yeah. I'm the guy who owns the magazine store. That guy buys that.
Holy shit. Tiny Toons.
Tiny Toon style happiness cartoon.
Yeah, I love it. I would watch that. And
Yeah,
I'd
and then want to die.
and then immediately want to die.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch this so hard. I'm gonna watch this.
I would watch it, immediately throw up in the back of my mouth, and be like, can't do it.
Yeah.
Who's the director on that?
No, I don't know. It's one of those movies I genuinely I watched it once. I will say it's a good enough movie to
Yeah.
make you feel super uncomfortable. So it made you feel, and that's what a movie's supposed to do. And I will never watch it again. There's
I'll
no
never
need
watch
for
it
me
again.
to ever see it again.
I was just thinking, I was like, I really don't know who directed it, but it does remind me of the Harmony Korine movies.
Yeah,
Of, like-
who wrote the movie? Like, is it Precious?
Oh, based on the book Push by Safari.
Possibly. Safari.
Safari. Also, you know what it is? I'm confusing the writer of the book Precious is based off of with the contestant on Flavor of Love. Their names are spelled very similarly.
Safari.
You don't steal a black girl weave.
Is she the lip chap one?
Yeah.
Went on to win Charm
God,
School.
please give me strength so I don't beat this white girl's ass.
Lip chap. She's like, no, I don't want a lip chap. And then someone shit on the stairs. Is that season?
Yeah.
I love anytime someone drops a load on some stairs on a dating reality show.
Pooping.
You shit your pants? I want to know about it. Is it on TV? I definitely want to know about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody does it. Everybody
Last
shits
week-
on TV.
Like last week, and after we stopped recording, I was like, "Oh God, someone shit on the floor at my work."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot that didn't make it to tape.
That did not make it to tape.
Oh
Just
yeah.
for the world
That
knows,
wasn't on-
at my office job, office only, super secure, only people who work there are allowed to be in there, shit on the floor. So, if you think it was like, oh, maybe it was someone from the public, it wasn't.
It was someone you genuinely see every day.
It's someone, and then someone was like, I wonder who it was. I was like, look for someone who's like trying to hide the fact that they shit their pants with like a thin sweater wrapped around their waist. I would definitely leave for the day if it was me.
Look around. Look who's looking smug. I bet you that's the person who did it.
Someone is just like, one of you almost stepped in my shit.
No, I don't know. It's me.
Like,
That is a very I shit on the floor kind of face.
yeah, maybe you stepped in it. Oh, I don't know who shit on the. I mean, I don't know who shit on the floor.
People are turning into animals. Dude, have you noticed how many like rubber gloves people are just throwing onto the sidewalk?
Peaceful, like
Yeah.
fuck, throw them away. Also, my boss is an RN who has been an RN for a long time.
She's the
like,
shitter.
She's throwing her shit on the floor. First of all, just kidding. She's the best. She was like,
Yeah.
that actually like doesn't make any sense. She's like, you're touching infected. She's like, as far as like, you know, infection control goes, it would only. She's like, it doesn't really help as much as you think it does because like you're touching all the surfaces, you're touching the food that you're buying, you're paying money, you're still touching everything that you would be touching with your hands, so it doesn't matter. So, boom, there you go.
Boosh.
Boosh. Boosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are gross, dude.
Oh,
Some guy coughed near me.
what?
I know. Oh, thing. Was that the dog?
Is that a motorcycle?
No, yeah, our crappy old junky biker neighbor that lives downstairs. He has the loudest motorcycle in the world. Don't worry, you're about to hear it a bunch. Usually when he starts it in the morning, he revs it like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
So
I imagine Newt being on a mini bike, like a mini motorcycle.
yeah,
That's what I was imagining. But I also have a neighbor who does that, and Alfie fucking hates motorcycles. My Alana referred to them once as wheelie dogs. So that's what we call them now. Alf does not like wheelie dogs. He's fucking
that's
afraid.
the fucking worst, dude.
Yeah. Oh, I wrote some notes down for what happened to me this week.
Oh yeah, dude. Shoot, we haven't even talked to you about that.
I
yet.
know, I just forgot. Oh, most dismal thing that I've done so far. I went on. I was on Reddit on a cringe page. You know me. Love to be
It just, I know you don't watch Star Trek, but it just looked like we were talking to a tribble.
I don't know what it is, but I feel
Is
like it's probably hairy.
Yeah, it's a little
It's
fur
just
ball.
hair. It's a little fur ball.
Just the top, like that.
Just the top. Yeah, exactly.
Um. So I went on, like, I was on Reddit and I found this guy who basically, you're not supposed to show anything that's like, you know, the mods will go nuts if you, they'll just take your shit down if you put any, like, identifying characteristics on a post about someone else. And so there was Instagram post and it was just someone who was making up their own quotes. And their name was like the Nuclear Cowboy or some shit. So I was like, oh yeah, they didn't block that. I'm gonna look that person up right now and go to their Instagram page. Found it. Made me so sad. It was just someone who was like trying to get, who was just made up their own quotes, put it on stock footage and posted it. And I was like, then it took me into a wormhole of to see if anyone had tagged him to use his quote. Then I found this other girl. It was just such a bummer, man. I was like, oh god.
What was the...
Let me see if I can find it. It's gonna throw me right back in there, but let's do this.
It was just a made up quote that someone...
It's basically here. I'm gonna. God, it's the worst. I wish I could show you guys. I can. I'm gonna send it to you right now via Instagram.
The gram.
The gram. It's just here. You know what? I'll find a new one. But okay, so that was a real low point for me. Was going on someone's. It's this dream high, but don't forget, we always need the ground. That's a quote from him. Where he quotes himself.
Cool.
So it's just like the biggest bummer ever. Yeah, so that bummed me out a lot. Then they put, and then I was on Google Earth looking at the streets of Russia. That sucked.
Well, I mean, that's any time.
Yeah.
I was asking for it.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, everything looks so shitty. I just feel bad. Get them something nice. I mean, they definitely have nice parts of Russia, but I was not looking for the nice parts of Russia, you know?
Yeah, why don't you type in nice parts of Russia?
Of Russia. I think it's like Sochi, right?
Yeah. Sure.
Tropical there. Tropical Russia.
Tropical Russia.
Beautiful, tropical, scenic, palatial Russia.
I'm thinking that there's got to be beautiful parts of Russia.
That's what I'm talking about. So I looked up the most southern and the most northern inhabited parts of Russia.
Yeah.
So there's like a ton of coastal, there's like parts of Russia that are, tons of it's coastal, but only one part of it really by the Black Sea is where Sochi is, and it's like looks gorgeous, but then like the rest of it is just it's bad. The most northern most northern inhabited city of Russia is just like abandoned buses filled with snow. If you look at it on
abandoned buses,
snow, yeah, dude. People just like their bus just like couldn't go any further, and they just got out, and now.
And now it's a town.
Well, we're done with that bus.
Really sad.
The bus industry is booming in Russia, though. They're selling lots of units. Moving lots of units.
Now one of them Russian buses? Yeah, that's it. Those are the only two things. Oh, I've been watching Under Arrest per Maddie's,
You are under arrest! You are under arrest!
Like,
What's
Under Arrest is literally just cops, but Canadian. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
Yep.
Sold.
It's exactly what you think it is.
I had lamented to Maddie maybe last year when we saw each other, I was like, fuck, I really want to watch Cops, but like I can't. It's not on anything. And he was like, you should watch Under Arrest. It's on Netflix.
I want to watch Cops, but I don't want to watch any yelling.
I don't want to watch any. There was don't you worry. There's yelling.
There's definitely yelling.
Maddie had warned me.
Yeah.
Like that like you don't fucking know what year it is, and you don't, because they splice footage together between like 1987 and 2009.
Yeah, because they filmed that show for like 20 years, so we're just seeing like Netflix bought all the footage and like edited it together in a bunch of episodes.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. I can only watch so much of it though, because like it's still a bummer. I hate to say it, but I really just like I just love to see like a couple white people fighting. When it's once
Mm-hmm.
once in a while, it'll just be like, you know, First Nations or Inuit, and it's just like, guys, it's just exploiting them. I can't watch this. Like, you took their fucking land.
Yeah.
And it just, so that part blows. But there's a lot of white people fighting. There's a lot.
There really is.
Why don't they have that as a show?
White people fighting?
White people fighting.
Like, I can get behind. I can
That's
really.
what you call Desperate Housewives.
Wow, 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 wow.
Do,
Eric dropping the show from like 10 years ago. I don't think that's on the air anymore.
Yeah,
I don't have
that's
cable
like-
though, so I don't know.
It's on Hulu. I looked at it
They
the
must
other
be
day.
really desperate by now.
Oh.
They suggested it to me from all the Real Housewives I was watching. So,
Real Housewives of Orange County.
I like those. I like those East Coast bitches. I like that.
Oh, the New Jersey one you were talking about, right?
New Jersey is the best one. They're
Yeah.
filthy animals. They're fighting at christenings. They're fighting in a pumpkin patch. They're calling out. They're babies crying and
know.
just
I feel like fighting in a pumpkin patch isn't like that seems
Pretty
like
it's pretty
I
nice.
feel like there's been Mortal Kombat fights in the pumpkin patch.
Definitely feel like that's like a backdrop for Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
I feel like every episode of white people fighting would be happening in a pumpkin patch.
Pumpkin patch, yeah.
Or like an artisanal bread store.
Apple Orchard, Faneuil Hall,
The
Yogurt
Ugg Boots
pen.
outlet.
Yeah.
any kind of outlet, Ann Taylor outlet, Native Hall.
Yeah.
Ooh, a camping store.
Ooh, yeah.
Stick
Yeah.
your ball with the last Yeti cooler.
It's my Yeti cooler.
That's my Yeti cooler. It comes with a blender and it's solar powered.
How am I supposed to
I
keep
know
my
what-
dunks cold?
How am I supposed to keep my fucking dunks cold without my goddamn Yeti cooler?
Am I supposed to drink this coffee hot like some kind of savage?
I'm not gonna have hot coffee.
Yetis don't drink hot coffee.
The old coffee only.
They'll melt.
Yeah. Why do you think they call him a Yeti?
They were named after the cup and not vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's basically everything that happened. I looked at that one sad Instagram page, sad in a different way.
Dude.
And a lot of Reddit. Me and Abdul started watching New Yankee Workshop on YouTube, which is just this old house, but just with Norm. So, you know.
Cool.
Cool.
We
Yeah, love to watch in a piece of wood. Looks good.
So we went to Maury's on Monday to get sandwiches, and
And the baby.
but so we went in there and we're in line. I'm in line. I like called it in, and they were like swamped because it's always just two ladies working there, and this guy comes in, this like bigger like black dude, and he's behind me, and I'm like hands in my pocket, head down. It's taking forever because they're like making sandwiches. I can see my sandwiches ready, but you know, trying times, and they were swamped. It was like 12:15 in the afternoon, so they're like unbelievably swamped. So I'm just waiting. Then the guy behind me, he starts like, yo man, my sandwich is right there, can you get it to me because I gotta go. And they were like, yeah, we're just gonna finish this up. He goes, why don't you, when you're done with that sandwich, just take a quick break and you go ring me out, all right? And then
That's not
Oh
a
my
break.
gosh.
they were like, he was like, yeah, I got the steak, I got the pastrami, it's all I get here. And then he's talking to me and the other people in line trying to like get us on his side, and I just refused to make eye contact or any kind of acknowledgement. And then he's like, yeah, it's the pastrami and onion rings. And they were like, yeah, don't forget the onion rings, right? He's like, yeah, I like the onion rings. They were like, yeah, because on the phone you said, and don't forget my onion rings. And you can tell this guy was just a rude fucking asshole. So then
Oh my god.
I always get the sausage meatball combo. And I got it, and they were like, I forgot the sausage. Oh my god, I forgot the sausage. And I was like, it's okay. They're like, no, are you sure it's okay? And I was like, yeah, dude, I don't care. It's fine. Are there meatballs on it? We're still good. Meatball sauce provolone? I'm good with that.
Where the fuck are my onion rings?
Where are my fucking onion rings?
Oh my god,
like-
everyone's such a piece of shit.
Yeah, it's like, dude, first of all, stop talking to me. Don't breathe even near me.
Yeah.
This is not the time. You can like the most you can do is if you see I did this like once and I accidentally made eye contact, but you did the like.
Yeah.
You do
Yeah.
nod. That's all you do, and there's nothing else. There's no more conversation to be had. Everyone just shut the fuck up and walk.
Yeah,
do the
dude,
one
like
thing you can do.
walking nude around the neighborhood, people literally I was getting off the sidewalk to let people pass, so we wouldn't even have to be close to each other at all for even a passing moment.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, even though like fucking Lake Ave is still a hot nightmare, people are just like, that's where white people would fight.
Lake
Lake
Ave
Ave.
Park.
Lake Ave Park, just like people in fucking all decked out in Nike shit to go around the track like 5 times. Just
Well, you got to be in the proper gear, dude. You don't want
you
to.
have to.
What
I
if you?
definitely
What if
haven't
you
been
chafe?
there in essentially like a hospital Johnny and like you know boots or anything.
That's the proper gear, also.
I always like look insane, but everyone still talks to me because Alfie's really cute. Alf, are you cute? Alf, are you cute? He's fucking ignoring me because he wants to take a nap, and I'm like not about to get up right now.
Newt just woke up from her nap, and I fed her, but now she's just staring at me because I think she wants to go outside, but she's gonna have to wait a few minutes. You can
I
wait.
should-
Well,
Gene, like he wants to take a nap, but there's no way I'm getting up right now.
Oh, yeah. Okay, to clarify, he insists on taking a nap in his crate.
Oh, really?
Oh, fancy boy.
He fucking loves that thing. He loves going in there. He'll at 8 o'clock every night. He has such a good internal clock. He just stares at me, straight up fucking looks me in the eye and like harumps and sits down so hard to get my attention, and then looks at me like, "Are you gonna fucking say it?" And then I go, "Okay, fine. Do you want to go to bed?" And he runs upstairs as fast as he can and gets into his crate.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude,
Newt the dog.
Yeah, dude.
Live on stream. Live action.
Live stream.
look at that nose, nude.
Yeah.
Look at that nut.
She's got
Look at
black
that
lipstick.
nut. Oh my god,
Black
what
lipstick. She's a little goth dog.
No, she is. She's so cute.
Look at her eyeliner. One eye, not the other. She looked like you this morning, Jen.
Oh yeah, that was me. I answered the door with one-eyed line.
One eye.
With one eye open,
Done.
just like Creed.
Nope.
Just like one with one eye open.
Yeah. Come back on Tuesday, everybody, for Crying Game Creed only karaoke. Can you take me higher?
Can't wait to test out my all leather outfit. It's not black leather, it's brown leather. Because I feel like that's
no, what
the
did I do?
jam.
I knocked my phone onto my laptop.
Wait, what? I can only kind of hear you guys.
I was just saying we'll watch My Life at some point too.
Yeah, for sure.
Live stream my life.
It's really not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea. Here, look, I got up.
Hey, it's Jen.
Hey, almost. It's almost Jen.
That was me.
I got up.
I gotta put the dog down for a nap. I'll be right
I gotta
back.
put the dog down.
Yeah.
I don't know why I scheduled it for right now, but It's gotta get done.
Let's see if I
You've
can,
been bugging me.
show you. Alfie, you want to go in the crate?
Oh yeah.
That's hysterical. That's amazing. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay.
I gotta go give him 2 cookies and put a toy in there, and I'll be back.
Oh, that's what he wants. He doesn't want the crate.
Yeah, but then he falls asleep like so hard. We thought it was just the cookies for a while, but that boy really does sleep in there. I'll be right back.
Okay. Do you
I
put
tell you.
do you put your cat in a crate, Eric?
No, but I'm saying, you give me 2 cookies and a toy, I'm falling asleep probably within.
Yeah, same, dude.
Yeah.
What kind of toy are we talking about? Are we talking about like one of those little like, you remember the old video games? I forget what they were called, but they're like, you would get them from
Oh,
like
the
your
Tiger-
grandma.
Tiger games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You give me one of those and some cookies, I'll sleep in any cage.
I had a Land of the Lost one, like
Sick.
the TV series. Yeah.
Yeah. My grandma always used to buy me sports ones, and it's like I don't sport. Like get me one, get me like Double Dragon.
I don't drive, but one of my favorite one of those is the was just a 2-button thing, and it was like actually smaller than the other ones, and it was just a car, and you just had to go in between like other cars, and it was like that was probably one of my favorite games.
Dude.
I would play that now if I had that.
Yeah. You could probably download it for your phone. I wonder if there's like a Tiger Games emulator. So you could play.
There has to be.
Right?
There has to be. Like, I mean, it's so. Or, man, yeah, but I mean, how do you upload them, I guess? Right? That's the.
Well, it's just like a
They're
computer
all-
chip. I'm sure there's some. If there's any computer nerds out there, they probably figured it out.
Also, Maddie, are you super focused?
Oh, you can
Your camera looks cool. Oh shit!
you hover-
my thing froze.
if you hover
Damn
over
it.
the little camera at the bottom of Skype, it'll bring up a little picture of you. You guys still there?
Yep.
And then it'll say blur background underneath your picture.
Wait, what'd you guys say?
If you Eric's gone. If you hover over the little camera, Eric, you just tapped it instead of there it is. If you hover over the little camera at the bottom, underneath the little preview of your video, it should say blur background and have a little slider.
Yeah, because I definitely want to be more.
Yeah.
And I definitely want people to see me more right now.
Actually, yeah. Could you do it so when you lay back down, we just see your blurry walls?
Yeah. Oh shit! Whoops.
Oh no!
Fuck.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
wait. Oh,
I got subtitles on now for you guys.
Perfect.
do you?
Yeah. It just said book. Okay, wait. Oh, perfect. Do you? Love it.
Book.
Book. Oh, Burke?
Work?
Oh shit! None of my stuff works. I don't know why. Whatever. I like straight up kicked the sheets off the bed that I was laying on. It's like a bare mattress right now.
That's how I wake up every morning, dude. I thrash so much.
I had to get those like super deep pocket sheets because if like I fall asleep first, I windmill,
Mm-hmm.
and the sheets come up, and then I get out of bed earlier than Abdul, and then did you share a thing?
I think I just took a picture of
You did. Yeah, it looks like there's something wrong with me, and I love it. It's really good.
Alright, cool.
But yeah, so me and Sam got those too for the new bed because we bought the new bed. So I was like, we have to get these boxer hem ones with the extra strong elastic because it's the only way I can keep sheets on my bed. But our new mattress is so thick because it's one of those Tempur-Pedic ones that the sheets don't fit well enough on them. So they still just come off because they're not big enough to come underneath all 4 sides.
Oh fuck, man,
Yeah.
that blows. You guys should get those straps. that
I
go
need 'em.
underneath.
Yeah.
Wait, did you guys? I got a new bed in the past year too.
Cool. It was expensive.
Yeah. It is
Beds
expensive.
are expensive.
We got a king size bed and it's the shit.
Same, dude. We were using Sam's like mattress from college, which is a full, and it was wicked broken, and that's preposterous because we're both giant people, and so we went to Bob's and we're like, oh, we'll get a queen, and we're laying in the queen, and we're like, this is like not bigger than our bed, because the difference between full and queen is like 6 inches. So we end up getting
full foot.
we end up getting a king size. I can't even like reach both ends of my bed if I put my arms out. It's like huge.
Me too. I love it.
Kings right here. We 3 kings.
We 3 kings.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a king size bed.
It's sweet. It was worth the whatever $2,000 we paid.
Oh shit!
We
only paid. We've got $700.
Really? Where'd you get it?
Yeah. You know what? I did. So we went to a mattress firm. So I did some research. The best time to buy a mattress is May.
Huh.
So, that's when they come out with all the new models. So I waited for there to be a really good sale, and then we went in the store and we got a quote, and then I went online and I negotiated with someone online.
Nice.
But it's not like a Tempur-Pedic.
Yeah.
Or like anything like that. I mean, well, it's memory foam.
That's nice.
And it's really nice, and it's got a warranty and everything. But like, we had never bought a bed before, so I did like a shitload of research. We really like it. It was just like, we had this mattress that was at Abdul's parents' house, and when we finally were getting rid of it, I was looking at like there's like a date of manufacturing on it, and it was from 1993.
Yeah.
So I was like, no wonder like Abdul would wake up every day in like crippling pain.
Same,
I was like, we need a new fucking bed. Like,
it's helped my back like a lot.
oh my god, us too.
Yeah.
Because like, I mean, I love to thrash. I love to sleep on my stomach.
Same.
Still clench my jaw and.
Same. I've been doing it so much that I've just like had a crazy headache for like 2 weeks.
Oh, dude, you gotta get. I wear a fucking night guard.
Yeah, I should get one.
It really helps because you know what? My mom was doing it, and this is what scared me into getting one, is because she was doing it and wasn't realizing it, and she had to get an emergency root canal because she had cracked her tooth.
Yeah.
And like it was like but yeah, I get these like little one. Let's talk about
Mouth gear.
the health of our teeth.
Yeah.
So there's these. So actually, the whole mouth guard thing's been a real like bummer for Abdul because I got like a 4-pack of the ones that you like boil and fit to your teeth, but I spit them out of my mouth when I sleep, and so like he said, first of all, it's still really loud when I sleep because it sounds like someone chewing on.
Chewing shoes.
It sounds like someone chewing on a dog toy. Yeah. But they would fall out of my mouth, and the dog would find it in the morning, and basically Alfie was walking around the house wearing my night guard. And it disgusted Abdul so much, because he thought I was just, like, putting them back in my mouth. I was like, dude, I have, like, a million.
Yeah.
I have, like, 5 different night guards. Like, I'm throwing these ones away, but it was just really funny that Alfie was, like, wearing it around.
It's interesting to have the same size mouth.
I know, really small.
Boy will fit it to you. Like...
Yeah, he's gonna want his own. That's what he asked for Christmas. Raw ground beef, night guard, very own size, dog size.
And leave that shit in the backyard where I like it.
Exactly.
Where I can go have a sample whenever I feel like.
So you guys have landscapers come?
Oh, really? You guys got landscapers now?
Well, like, I mean, because I'm trying to sell our house.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Not for a while, you know?
Yeah.
But Alf was freaking out. And, like, you could tell, like, part of it was because, like, they were taking his poops away.
Yeah.
You could just, it was just like,
I was gonna eat that.
Poops.
Bro, I was gonna eat that.
You guys are allowed to stock up during quarantine, but I'm not.
I'm not. You're taking away my supply?
You're not supposed to get high on your own supply. That's the number one rule, Alfie.
God, he loves to eat his own shit. It's really gross. But yeah, well, you guys have seen my yard. Like, I'm not an outdoor person, and I got like a deal on. I don't know. I got this like
The
app.
yard. Got a deal
Yeah.
on the yard.
You all seen my yard? It sucks to take care of. So. God, I'm
It seems
spaced
like an odd one to mow.
out. You can't. You have to weed whack the whole thing. It sucks.
Yeah.
Actually, I do have a push mower, but fuck that. I'm not outdoorsy.
Yeah.
Dude, your backyard is insane too, because it's like so terraced that.
Yeah. And those dudes came in and did it in 2 hours, and I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So,
What
But
was
they
it, like
took away all
$60?
it was like $200.
Yeah.
But they mulched the front yard too.
Oh, sick.
So I was like, yay.
That's probably my favorite outside chore that I've ever done. Mulching.
Yeah.
I
I
hate
don't know.
it.
It's like it's satisfying looking. Of
That's
all
true.
Of all the like outside tasks I've done, like if it's a really like thick lawn, that looks cool afterwards. But like, yeah, mulching is like, oh yeah, looks like we did something good here.
Oh yeah, but you basically just covered it with trash. Yeah,
Yeah,
except for
just
like it's like forest trash.
Forest
know?
trash.
forest trash.
Covered it in a big pile of nice looking forest trash.
Dude, so the.
But no,
the-
I
Oh, go ahead, Jeff.
it smells good. Sorry, that's
Oh,
it.
I love the smell of mulch.
It smells
Yeah.
really good.
They used to be like landscapers used to be our worst enemy when I was painting, cause like
Oh,
inevitably they would come to mow the day that I had just painted the whole side of the house near the yard. So it'd just be like, you motherfuckers are gonna get grass all over my new paint job.
Mm.
And then I found out because I ran into my buddy Ty when he was a pool guy, and he'd be like, fucking landscapers come right after we leave every time and just fill the pool with grass shavings. It's like, yeah, they are the worst.
Yeah.
They are the fucking worst. What's up, Crab? Grinders in the office.
You can. It's just an app you can get on your phone.
It's yeah, so it's Grinder, but there's no. It's just an
No
R,
E.
Yeah.
no E.
I'll show you
And
my
that's how you
profile
get-
later, Abdul. We can.
Yeah,
I'll set you up right.
yeah. If you guys could help him out, I would assume that he would be a bear, but
I think
mean,
so.
An otter, but he's
Yeah,
not.
You have to be wait, otter's hairless, I think,
No, otter is also hairy.
but
Yeah,
skinny.
But he's
Skinnier, I think, than bear. Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think otters necessarily has to be like trim.
Yeah,
How
yeah, yeah.
about-
smooth. More smooth,
A little more
Yeah.
smooth.
you know.
Yeah.
More smooth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They like
so
to
that's
hold hands.
gonna be. Yeah, they love to hold hands. They love
Yeah.
to use rocks as tools.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
like to eat oysters off their tummies.
Yeah, exactly.
Num.
But yeah, so I got back into the puzzle life.
Oh, you
So,
did?
Yeah, which I don't know if you guys know, it's like a really crippling thing for me because I love jigsaw puzzles that like I'll give up on everything else in my life.
Oh.
So yeah, I love jigsaw puzzles. So last night I was like, okay, it's like 9 o'clock. I'm gonna start this. You got a cat? Let me see that cat. Show me that cat.
Is that Janet?
What a lady.
Janet,
Mm-hmm.
little baby panther. Oh, cute. Look at those teeny ears.
Is she all black, Eric?
Nope, she's got just a little bit of white right
Don't
there.
show her butthole.
Oh,
Just kidding.
belly white?
Do it.
Belly wet?
Yeah, it's right underneath her chin. You can't really see it. I'd have to like lift her face up.
Yeah.
And that's not my thing.
Yeah.
Let Janet do what she does.
Yeah, you do you, girl.
Yeah.
You don't want to show anybody your white spots, you don't have to.
You
That's not-
don't have to.
You've lived a harder life than me.
Janet's really cute.
Yeah.
She is.
Oh.
really-
She's really cute.
It's funny when you see, like, because Sam's cat's humongous, but, like, male cats are just way bigger than lady cats. So when I
Yeah.
see lady cats, like, oh, it's like a little kitten, because Pabu is, like,
And-
a monster. He's humongous. He's, like, as big as Newt is. He's a big
I know
cat.
Janet's so little. That's why she's really cute.
Janet's actually like she's like deceptive because like if I buy like a cat toy, like a scratching post or whatever, she's bigger than that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like-
okay, yeah.
Like
She
any
long?
cat, like she's, I don't know, she's thick.
Cats are stretchy, dude.
Cats
Yeah.
are super stretchy. They go from like pumpkin shape, butternut squash shape to like
Yeah.
skinny, going in and out of like tight spaces.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sam's
Yeah.
cat and Newt are like best buds now, but they
That's
are always like feuding for attention. So like, if the cat only likes to lay in your lap if you have a blanket on, and so he'll like come up to jump in the blanket if he sees it, and then Newt will position herself so she's in the way so he can't jump up. It's like they're both monsters.
I've been doing this thing every time. Like Janet, when she meows, she doesn't meow often, so it like freaks me out because it's just like I'm like, oh, something's going on. But then I was like, I changed, like trying to change my attitude because I'm hearing it more because I'm home more.
You mean your catitude?
Exactly. Every time she meows, I'm just assuming that she's saying, "Wow."
Mhm.
Like, check this out. Like, wow, did you see me jump? Wow. Did you see me run? Wow.
That's so cute.
Dude, Pabu
Wow.
straight up, like, if you yell at him for doing something wrong, he meows back, like he responds. Like he'll try to go into Sam's studio and he's not allowed, and she'll be like, Pabu, and he goes, "Meow." Like, all right, man, like,
That was Roman. Roman used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
Full conversation.
yeah, stop talking back to us, son.
He'd come running, like running from the other room, jump on the couch, like right next to me on the arm, and just go, "Ah!"
Yeah, dude, he
And they're
used
like,
to
What's up, man?
Yeah. talk to me, Goose. He does it. He used to do it when Sam would be at work and I'd be home. He'd just walk around the house yelling, trying to find her, and then he'd just come up to me and meow at me. It's like, do you want to be pet? If you come up here, I'll pet you. And then he'd just be like, meow, and then walk in the other room and just start meowing. It's like, dude, yeah, she'll be home soon. Shut up. Go. You've slept for 14 hours. Why is this the moment where you need to be awake and annoying?
I know. Now I'm super up.
Yeah. Where is she? I slept all day and she's still not home.
Alf's like all freaked out with me being home all the time. He like doesn't know what to do, and he's like, But the thing is with the jigsaw puzzle is that Alf knows jigsaw puzzles mean less attention for him, so he gets like really
Jealous of the
bratty.
puzzle?
Yeah, he gets wicked jealous of the puzzle last time. He never, like, you know, he doesn't chew on shit in our house. You know, he doesn't chew on, like, table legs and pillows and stuff. He's, you know, besides the fact that he'll, like, you know, straight up, like, try to incubate a sock into, like, something else. He'll, like, lay on a sock and hoard it and growl at you. But other than that, he has no interest in, like, chewing on stuff.
Yeah.
So last year I was doing this circular unicorn puzzle for, like, all day, every day, and it came out great, by the way. And Alf one day was so fed up that he just took 2 pieces and held them in his mouth until I got his. So I was like, "Oh fuck, I'm sorry, buddy."
Yeah.
He was like, and then he just spit them out, and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Poor
I was
buddy.
like, it's so uncharacteristic of him to just like, I don't know. But yeah, so I was doing a puzzle earlier, and so now we have a pretty good system where like he lays by my feet and I'll pet him
Yeah.
every like couple of pieces I do.
Well, Newt gets wicked upset because I'm like, so Pabu's psyched that we're home all the time. Newt's like ambivalent about it because I'm spending a lot of time when I'm home, like doing these types of things. So
Yeah.
she's like not getting attention. So she just lays under my desk. I have a little blanket for her, and she just glares at me in between taking naps because she's just like not getting my full undivided attention. And like we're never here by ourselves now, you know. So like usually when it's just me and Newt, the cat will just hide out and like sleep in the other room all day. But Sam's home too, so between her and the cat, it's like she has so much time. My time's so divided that she's just like,
Yeah.
she's been a little grouch.
She's not getting that father-daughter time
Yeah.
that she so desperately loves.
But she's
Yeah,
still
that's-
like, I would say like 70% of my waking hours are just hanging out with Newt and petting her. But it's
Yeah.
still not enough.
Yeah, no, I mean Alfie, like he'll try to get my attention. Like, I mean, he does the same thing. He sleeps under my desk, basically all day when I work, and I'll just be like on the phone, and he'll just look at me, just like, when are we gonna do something?
I'm so
And I'm
bored.
just like, we're doing something now. He sleeps like, between 12 and 16 hours.
Yeah, that's what
usually, which
dogs
is,
are
like,
supposed
pretty
to sleep.
standard for
Yeah.
a dog, yeah. But like, for those 8 hours,
They want to be active.
he's
Yeah.
just like staring at me,
This is
staring
okay.
through me. But I mean, I do love him so much.
Aw.
That's basically most of my day with Janet.
That's nice.
Damn it!
Yeah.
What a sweet lady.
What a doll. What
Yeah,
a
low-key.
doll.
Nice ceiling fan.
Oh, thank you very much.
Hey,
I had
what-
nothing to do with it.
I had nothing to do
Hey.
with it.
That one's just been there.
Oh, wow.
Nice. Wow, great ceiling fan.
Hey,
Lots
guys.
of houses covered.
I hope you enjoy this ceiling fan talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, today we're gonna be talking about ceiling fans. They got two
Welcome to
basic
the ceiling
sizes.
gang.
Oh, what's your favorite speed?
I
Do you like da 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 da, or are you more into da 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 da?
I like clockwise. Duh.
Yeah.
Duh.
Oh, okay.
But-
Okay.
I'm a counterclockwise.
Are you?
Wow. All right.
Counterclockwise.
And most of the time, it's just off. Like, don't fucking like overhead lights.
Yeah.
And I
I
don't.
keep the fan on.
What?
I keep the fan on, just not the lights.
Fan. Except for, I don't think I changed it to like the winter setting. So now if I put it on, it's just cold in here. I don't remember which one's which.
You have a winter setting?
Yeah,
One goes-
you can. That's
One
why.
goes counterclockwise.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
One's for keeping cool. One's for keeping warm.
Ah,
Yeah.
interesting.
I don't know which one I have it set right now. Mine is counterclockwise, but I don't know which one that's for.
Me too. I'm gonna Google it, but also I should probably. I just have to write like 15 pages for school.
That's okay. We've been talking for like 2 hours, so if we gotta bounce, we could probably call it here.
Yeah, we can probably call it here.
Mental health, but
Huh?
that's okay. Have we talked about mental health? I guess
We talked
a little
about
bit.
our mental health, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is mental health for ourselves. So
Yeah.
this is
It
what the whole
has to
thing's
be.
been anyway.
I mean, we could try to have a guest next week. If anybody that is watching wants to do this with us next weekend, it's hard to make any progress in our own mental health while we're all locked in our apartments. So
I know, yeah.
if you want to come and talk about your struggles, so that we don't have to just talk about what TV we watch and what fan
Yeah.
settings we like for 2 hours, although I enjoy it immensely.
Yeah.
Really, also like there's this episode of 30 Rock. Have I talked about this like a million times before?
I don't think so.
Basically, Tina Fey, just really quickly, Tina Fey gets suspended from work for sexual harassment, and so she has 2 weeks of paid time off or whatever, suspended from work, and she starts hooking up with these uber rich ladies, and all they do all day is like go to the spa and drink and shop, and she's like, yeah, I was told that this was gonna, make me go crazy, that like a life of luxury was, not good for you. And they're like, no, it's not good for you. And they secretly have like a fight club to keep their pleasure centers of their brain.
Yeah.
Okay? And so that's how I feel right now, is like, I'm to the point where like, I don't know about the fight club yet, but it's gonna manifest into like, I no longer will see like this thing that I've wanted for so long, which is to be inside with my dog and my boyfriend and not have to go outside. It's just gonna
Yeah,
be bad.
Yeah, dude, it's like the
It's
monkey's paw.
terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Frickin' I hate it. I feel like frickin' Gilgamesh over here. My frickin' hubris.
So much hubris. Wallowing in my own hubris.
Yep.
Yeah. There's hubris everywhere.
Who left all this hubris out? Dude,
Hubris.
you know what is the best thing to pair a little pita bread with some hubris? It's so delicious.
Hubris. Yeah.
Some diced carrots, some tomatoes, couple cucumbers,
Garlic
pita bread, and
hubris.
some hubris. Oh,
Garlic hubris. You got it.
God. Oh. Sabra hubris. Love that
Also,
shit.
shout out to Loretta for saying, "Who the fuck does Ed Hyder think he is calling it hummus?" Because
Isn't that guy dead?
Yeah, 96, baby.
He died at 96 years old.
Yeah, I think so. 96. He was an old guy.
Damn.
I love that place, though.
It's sick. They got really good cheeses.
Damn, I love a marinated cheese with
Yeah.
an olive,
Oh,
little bit of meat.
I
Damn.
love Americanated cheese.
me too, man. American cheese is the best cheese for grilled cheeses. Everybody knows it. If you say
Yeah.
otherwise, you're a snooty asshole.
Jelly.
You know what they call it in Canada?
No,
What?
what?
You know what they call it in Canada?
What?
American
What?
cheese? White cheese.
White cheese,
Mm.
yeah.
Well, they should give us the proper credit for our dairy product, because they can't call it cheese. Pasteurized dairy product.
Yeah, and we call Canadian bacon fucking ham.
Yeah.
Fracking ham.
Yeah, what'd you think you
Fucking
invented ham?
Ham, it's a
Jesus
circular
Christ.
ham. God
Yeah.
damn it.
Fucking ham.
If
do
we
love
confronted them
Canadian.
about it, they'd probably just apologize, though. Real,
Yeah,
real sorry about the Canadian bacon, eh?
Oh, no
being
worries.
said arrest. Oh, sorry. I
Sorry.
drove into you. Sorry about that.
Sorry about all the meth, officer.
Sorry about that. I peed in the cell. Sorry if you got him up. I could come back. There's a lot of people in cells freaking out.
There is a lot of that.
Is it
There's a lot of.
joke of, do you hear that they're making a Canadian remake of There's Something About Mary? Yeah, it's going to be called There's Something About Marie.
Boo!
Oh, man. Oh, I love it.
Be good. So I'm very
All right. Well, on that note, we should sign off forever. Forever.
yes, that's like
Thanks, whoever's still listening. My phone died, so I couldn't observe the chat any longer. But thanks for listening, everybody, and contributing. It's good to talk to you guys, and we'll come back
Yeah.
next week. And if anybody wants to be a guest next week on this excellent Skype call, just hit us up, and
Yeah,
we'll.
absolutely.
It's real easy. It's so much easier to have guests when we don't all have to go to a place.
Oh my fucking god, I know. You guys were coming to me.
Yeah.
I wasn't even going
Yeah.
to it. Jesus Christ.
Technically, Maddie was the only one doing any work in the transportation.
It's fair.
department.
I mean, you had to walk downstairs, Eric. That's pretty tough.
Yeah, twice.
Twice.
And I
Well, one time down, one time up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then Jen had stairs too.
Oh
But I
yeah.
didn't walk down them. I just woke up and unlocked the door handle.
Yeah,
and I
but
screamed,
Eric had to walk up them and down them also. So
That's true.
really, Eric's
Yeah.
the real MVP.
And I'm the winner. Once again, I've tricked my friends into coming to my house. Dang.
I thought we were tricking you for donuts.
It's fine. It's symbiotic.
I miss the donuts.
What?
I miss donuts in general. When this
I do.
When this is all over, we should do a crying gang, and I'll go to Rocco's before I pick Eric up,
Yes.
and I'll get some serious fucked up donuts. They have this
Yeah,
Hostess cupcake one that's unreal.
I
It's-
had a movie popcorn one. It had
Ooh.
popcorn and M&Ms on it.
and it was just filled with movie theater butter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So was salt.
The movie was terrible. The donut was great.
Really donut.
All right, I'm gonna stop recording. Bye, everybody. But we can
Okay,
wrap up.
bye.
Look at that good waving, Eric.